in a fully three-dimensional way, and rather than drawing with lines, or you insert objects. So everything is built up in layers of objects and work with them. What it helps us to do from a construction viewpoint is we can detect clashes fairly easily and quicker in the process, and also it allows us for when we bring guys like you around, rather than looking at a muddy hole in the ground and some concrete, you can actually look at what we're aiming to get to, so we can see where we're heading to. What I've got here is the federated model, so it's the architectural model, structural engineer model, mechanical and electrical models all brought together. They're on a common set of coordinates, so it all works together. So, now let's see how good I can drive it. What we will... So, what we can do with BIM, many things. We can put the little walking feet on, and we can walk in through the front door, into the building, and have a look around. So that's what the main atrium is going to look like when this facility is complete. Okay, we've got 3 stories of education. So you walk through the gate, and we go around to the left. So you've got your 3 stories of education. Ground floor is canteen and seminar space. Toilets are just on our left over there, and then you can go into this education space here. So it's nice space. As you can see, we're fully loaded up, so you can see the mechanical systems, and by virtue of that, we can see what room is required. You can also see on the floor, there's a floor box. So if you go out on, well, I'm not going to take you that far out on site, but that concrete slab's been poured, and you can actually see those floor boxes. So it's how it all comes together. Okay. What you can also do with BIM, so you can see things like that, and there are acoustic battens. Get me in. Then we come outside the building. What it also allows us to do sectioning tools done. Vertical sectioning, alignment top. No. Section off. I'll get rid of the section. What it allows us to do the section, this isn't my model, it's somebody else's. You can pull it through and you can drive the building up and down the seat where everything comes to, and actually get a view through the facility. What you guys are going to see out on site, what we do is we come down to the level where you're going to be. We'll put it upside down. We're in the groundwork stage, so if you can see these elements here, here and here, there's 3 cores on the edge on the residential building, which act as tension cores for the building, so that's what keeps everything down. There's 48 piles that have been installed to a depth of 6.5 metres, and they are 450mm in diameter. In each of the cores, there is a lift shaft or a double lift shaft and a set of staircases, and then the floor plates run in between them. So think of any sort of tower, they provide the stability, they stop it going from side to side, and the floors give you your lateral over. Okay, so all of this area is installed and built. This is being pumped today, the concrete slab, and this area here is where the big tower cranes sit. Okay, we will. So when we go out, on site, guys, we are currently sat in and not stood in an office about here. We'll go out, we'll walk down the road there, we'll walk around to here and we'll look in this direction at this building. So I'll show you those piles and the concrete frame, I'll show you those elements while we're out there. We'll then walk back along here to this corner, and then what I show everybody is how well the architect and designers have used all the available space on the site. So you can see where our notional boundary is to where we're building. And then we'll walk up here and you'll be able to see there's a big retaining wall and you see how we've used the slope of the land to work for the site. Okay? So that's where we go. With regards to BIM and clash detection and various things like that, from a construction viewpoint, the way we use it, we go into places like this, which you wouldn't necessarily be able to do with traditional paper drawings because you need a few of them. And I can look and see, well, I've got brickwork there, I've got a roof going in there, there's going to be a detail that needs to be developed, or if it hasn't been developed, if it's already been developed, I'll need to review it just to see, from a construction viewpoint, whether I put that roof on first, or I build all the way up with the envelope. From a program viewpoint, from a buildability, I'd like to put the roof on first, because that allows me to work below it. I might not be able to, I've not looked at it yet, but it's things like that. It also allows us to, on the old model, which you guys haven't seen, I've just updated this roof light had steelwork there and it didn't have a pitch on, there was another piece of steelwork popping out to the end of it. So what had happened, the curtain waller or the roof light designer had designed it with a fall as they would. They've issued their information to the architect and the structural engineer. They've then imported it into their model, but they've not changed the steelwork around it. And that allowed us to see very, very quickly there's an issue with the steelwork there. That's then been resolved within the model space before you get it to site and there be an issue with it. Okay? Right here, so also the windows, and you can see from our elevations, we're 13 stories, it's mostly brickwork. There's a 3-story fenestration pattern that continues up, and that's a piece of cladding with glazing units in it. Okay, at every 3rd floor there's a brickwork support angle, which then allows us to load the brickwork going up. I say it's mostly brickwork. There's not a lot of cladding on this project, which is a bit different to most of the other high-rise jobs around here, because most of them are clad because it's lightweight and it's quick. Our architects have decided to go for a more traditional approach to it. Okay, there's a cantilever at the 3rd floor, which I'll discuss when we go out on site, and then that's the elevation that you'll see from Smithdown Lane, and I will go into it. Come on, come down. When we go out onto the site, I will show you where these colonnade columns are and show you how all of that ties together. Okay, right, happy with that, guys? We'll head out the office. If you head the way you came and just wait down the bottom of the stairs, I'll come and get you there, and we'll go and have a wander around site. Just first things first, make sure everyone's got a hat on, something covering your eyes, whether it's your own spectacles or a pair of safety spectacles, and something on your hands. Okay?